Today, we will cover the Apple Wallet for beginners. Now, we will cover all the essentials you need to know about using your Apple Wallet. Now, we will switch to the screen so you can follow along step by step in real time. We will break this down for you in all the different ways it functions. Now, the Apple Wallet is currently open here. And yes, there are a lot of cards. This is generally what I do here for work. What I want to do first is take you outside the Apple Wallet and show you exactly what the Wallet app looks like. In case you do not have it, this Apple Wallet provides a couple of different functionalities. You can see that you can set your default cards. You can use Tap to Cash, a convenient feature for transferring money to friends and family. And you can edit it on the home screen, require Face ID, or remove the app entirely. These are just some basic aspects of the app's actual functionality. We will go in and break some of these things down for you. Apple Wallet can, first and foremost, store your driver's license. You can also store your debit and credit cards. For the most part, about 90% of the cards will be available to add to your Apple Wallet. Some banks might not allow that, but they will inform you during the process, which will guide you step by step on adding a card here. You can see we have several different cards, including our Chime account and a business debit card. There is also an Apple account, which is separate from Apple Cash. I will explain that. This is similar to gift cards you would receive from Apple. Then we got our Venmo card and even a health savings account card on here too. You can see there are many different cards from over here. Apple Cash is available. This applies if someone is transferring money to us via Apple or if you use the Apple credit card. This will also be where you can have your cash back deposited. Speaking of Apple Card, we also have our Apple Card right here. You can apply for that directly on your iPhone if you want. There is a video guide that shows all the questions step by step. Also include that in the show notes below if you want to go and review that. Those will be all the basic cards you can have. Inside the Apple Wallet, even though it is not strictly financial under the cards, you can store items like Ticketmaster or event cards. You can also add accounts like Chipotle Rewards or other types that allow integration. So it is quite nice. It's a fast and simple way to complete the process. For the most part, you can access your Apple Wallet by double-clicking the right side of your phone to have your default card appear first at the cash register. It will be quick and easy to complete the process, so you won't need to search for the Apple Wallet. There is a separate video on how to set that up, but we will also show it here in today's video. Now, the card at the front, currently the Apple Card, is the default card. If you want a different card, such as the Amazon Prime card, to be the default, we just need to hold this down and release it. That now becomes our default card, so click OK next time. Double-clicking on the right side will set that as the default card. You can do this with any card you want to set as your default. You can also create your Apple Cash. Let me set that as your default card too. Obviously, there is no money there, but we can always add money separately into our Apple Cash. So we switch back to using the Apple Credit Card as our default card. You might be wondering how to add a card to your Apple Wallet. There are a few different ways to do this. First, sometimes within the bank account apps, whether it's a Chase card or your Time account, sometimes there is a button to add it automatically to Apple Wallet. It makes the process very simple. Since we're already in the Apple Wallet, a small plus sign will appear on the top right corner of the screen. Let's go ahead and click here to show you the next step. Right here is where you can add this to Apple Wallet. Sometimes there will be old cards you had and deleted or get expired, which you can update. That will appear here. You can see there's a number 1 here. There's also a section here for adding debit and credit cards. You can also add transit cards in certain locations, as well as your driver's license or state identification. These remain limited to certain states. Arizona, California, and Colorado are among the states currently with access, and more are expected soon. Now, for the debit or credit card, simply tap where it says debit or credit. From here, it gives a brief explanation of how Apple Pay works. If you want to go ahead and read through it, you can. Next, click Continue at the bottom. Now, from here, you can hold your card close to the iPhone and it will read from the NFC chip. This way, you can add all your card information quickly and easily. It will enter your name, your 16-digit code, and then you can fill out any remaining information needed. For some reason, that's not working, or you prefer not to go through that process, there's a section below to manually enter your card. Clicking here will open the section for you to enter the numbers, or you can scan the front of the card for the actual numbers. Once everything appears correct, proceed by clicking on Next. It will go through a brief agreement process that you can agree to if you wish. Then, it will take a moment to activate in the Apple Wallet. There are separate videos showing details beyond this, as no cards are available to add here currently. However, you can simply follow that process. Very simple. Some cards require you to log into the app or send a special code to verify it is you adding the card to your Apple Wallet. So quite simple. Once finished, it will ask if you want to set the new card as your default. You could either say yes or simply hit no. And then, as shown earlier, you can make that your new default if you want. A similar process applies when adding your driver's license as well. When adding your driver's license, you will be asked to take a photo of both the front and back of the card. It is recommended to do this outside in sunlight for the best possible lighting. There were issues with using only a lamp for lighting, and it was insufficient. If you want to delete one of your cards in the Apple Wallet, you can do that easily. Click on the card you want to delete. For this example, we will go ahead and delete the time here. The top right corner here will have a circle with 3 small dots. Let's click on that. It will display information such as the card number, card details, and any notifications. To delete, click on the section labeled Card Details. From here, you will have access to a phone number, email, and the website. To delete, scroll all the way to the bottom. There's a section labeled Remove Card here, so we will tap over here. It will perform a quick verification for us. Then we will click Remove once more. Right there, you saw a quick animation of the card disappearing as it was removed from the Apple Wallet. Of course, we can always add that card again in the future if needed or desired. Some cards have extra features, such as providing the latest transactions for them. For example, if we go into a Novo business account here, we can see the latest transactions for this card. So we do not need to open its own app separately to view them. Everything we need can actually be right here for us. You can also go to the top right corner here to access any card numbers or card details. Some banks and cards offer additional information, while others may be more limited. If you are curious about the little box icon, clicking it will show any online orders that used your Apple Pay wallet during the process. You can see here, a purchase was made in October 2024. This actually tracked the transition from the warehouse to FedEx and then the delivery to our house, so this can actually be included there. When placing an online order, it will prompt you to add it to your Apple Wallet for tracking, and that can be done. Not many are available yet based on experience. As this becomes more common, you will see orders you have made that are not as traditional as Amazon or Target.com. Now, a quick mention regarding the Apple Credit Card and Apple Cash. There are additional features available for you within the Apple Wallet. Those are covered in separate videos linked in the show notes below, if you want to explore these in more detail. Next, we want to cover some settings for the Apple Wallet. To access that, we need to open the Settings app on our iPhone. Now, our Settings app naturally looks just like this. You can also search for it directly. We will click here and enter the Settings page. Now, we are on the Settings page, and you can do one of two things. You can either search for Wallet or simply scroll to the bottom of this page. You'll see right here where it says Wallet and Apple Pay. Let's go ahead and tap right here. This will open a new set of settings for the Apple Wallet. You can access Apple Intelligence if you have a recent iPhone with the updates. You can also change your notifications here, manage live activities, and toggle Apple Cash on or off. Now, you can see all your cards here as well. If you need to replace your cards, you can do that here quickly. If you scroll to the bottom, you will see a few new settings here as well. Right here, you have a savings account linked to your Apple Credit Card. We cover that fully in our Apple Credit Card video and separate Apple Savings Accounts videos. You need to have a credit card at the time of this recording to access Apple Savings. There is also the double-click side button option that you can toggle on or off. The right-hand button, if double-clicked, will bring up your default Apple Card. That toggle ensures this function is enabled. You can hide any expired additional passes, making things easier for you as well. You can also change your default card using this method. If the first option did not work for any reason, you can also change your shipping address. When making an online purchase with Apple Pay, your shipping address, email, and phone number are all set up to make the process quick and easy. Scrolling down further reveals a few more benefits here as well. They do have a pay later option. If you are purchasing something, there is now an option to pay later, commonly known as Pay in 4. They offer rewards you can toggle on or off to display on your cards. If your card offers the option to use reward points, you can enable that, or toggle it off to avoid accidental use, along with other pay later options. You can toggle these on and off, and any compatible cards usable through your Apple Wallet online are also shown here. If you happen to have a Mac, you can toggle this on and off as well. You can also see any orders to add to your Apple Wallet using the small box icon shown earlier, along with notifications about orders shipping or being delivered to your door. Earlier, I mentioned additional features like the Apple Credit Card and Apple Cash, which allows you to exchange money with friends and family through text messages. There's a bit more to learn about this beyond just the Apple Wallet. No worries, we have you covered here. Go ahead and watch our video here to learn more about Apple Cash.